If you're watching this review, it means one of two things. Either you know what monkey feet are and you're thinking about buying them yourself, or you have absolutely no idea what the hell I'm talking about and you are about to learn about monkey feet. Either they're new or they became really popular during the pandemic for working out at home. Essentially, it allows you to attach a dumbbell to your feet. So with a pair of dumbbells, you could basically do a full body workout. Truth be told, I would never buy this for myself because I have a home gym and I don't know that I really have use for this. Full disclosure, the company reached out to me and sent me this. I think there's just one in here. They sent me it, no strings attached. They didn't even want a review. I feel like secretly they probably wanted a review, but they said they just wanted to send it to me and see what I thought. So I'm turning that into a full review in case anybody is thinking about buying themselves some monkey feet. You can do hamstring curls, donkey kicks, leg extensions, high knees. Yeah, so essentially I'm anticipating attaching a dumbbell to your feet would be for a leg extension and a leg curl. I don't really know much else about it, and I didn't want to unbox this until I was on camera because I didn't want to cheat and know things ahead of time. So I'm learning all of this with you, full unboxing and setup, and I really hope that the setup is very simple. I guess I'll show you an up close. Supposedly they're very comfortable. It kind of just looks like a ski boot. Let's find out. This is basically the top of a ski boot. Let me get up nice and close here. Like with the strap and everything, this is basically a ski boot. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. I don't know how comfortable this is gonna be. So we slide this in. The claw is the claw. Okay. So this goes across the front of my foot. And tighten. Wowee. Okay. So now I have a dumbbell on my foot. So here's what I'm gonna do. With leg extensions, you can't really use a bench because I'm on the ground, and because I have a dumbbell hanging from my foot, it adds like an extra 6 inches or so to the bottom. So I can't do leg extensions here. So I have a little setup behind me ready to go because I knew I was gonna have to do this. And I'm gonna try those. I really like leg extensions. Hamstring curls are fine, but leg extensions are one of my favorite leg accessory workouts. So I have a leg extension machine, so I know what a leg extension is supposed to feel like. So I'll be able to compare it and see. That should have been way cooler. So if you're gonna do this, don't attach weight to your foot first. Okay. So here we go. So I have here a leg press attachment for my lever arms from Titan, which not an ad. I don't know why I put their logo front and center here. I should have flipped it. But I like putting it on the rack to give me a little bit of height. I do seal rows on this a lot, but it creates a nice seat and it can't go anywhere because I have the safety arms on the side here. Okay. But this gives me a lot of height so I can do leg extensions. Now, the issue here, the reason why a lot of leg extension machines are not great, for the home anyway, is when they're plate loaded, you don't get resistance all the way through the motion. When you have something plate loaded, you're working against gravity, so you can basically swing your leg as much as you want, and then the resistance really kicks in about halfway through. Once gravity kicks in and starts doing its work. We kind of got the same issue here where I can just kind of swing my leg and I feel nothing, but then once you get to the top is where you actually feel the extension. So that's a downside to doing leg extensions with a dumbbell on your foot. In terms of how it feels though, like I said, the gravity isn't really working at the bottom. So, I mean, I could attach 50 pounds to my foot and just swing it at the bottom here and I'm gonna feel nothing. So it really only kicks in at the top. That being said though, it feels better than anything I've tried to come up with on my own. Before I got a leg extension machine, I was trying every trick in the book to try to mimic a machine. I was using a lot of resistance bands, sitting on a chair, trying to sit up on a stool and rig something up. It was tough to do. If that is your alternative, this is a good option, but I don't love it. I do want to see how a hamstring curl would feel. At the bottom, because I have this monstrosity coming off of my foot, I am hitting the ground at the bottom. So you need to stand on something for this to really work. And I don't really have a platform to stand on, but that is actually a very good hamstring curl, because unlike the leg extensions, you're working against gravity the entire way. So even at the bottom here, there is full resistance, and that actually feels really good. So kudos, monkey feet. I like this. Now, I don't really know what else I could do. I suppose if you were laying down, which I don't have the camera set up for this right now, I will say this is very uncomfortable on my ankle. I kind of feel it stretching a little bit, and I don't love that. I think it might just be the shoes and the way this is sitting. Let me see how easily this comes off now. Oh, all right, so that detached really easily. And then, there we go. So, oh my gosh. Right. So getting the weight off, that took me, a couple seconds. Not bad. That feels weird once you take the weight off. Wow. If you want to feel lighter in one leg, do that. It also said you can do high knees and donkey kicks. I guess. High knees would just be leg lifts. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. So what do I think about these? I think that I'm going to give this a few more tries and see if I can come up with any good exercises. I'll add some stuff in the description and see if I have any worthwhile updates. I'll put that in the description. All right, so obviously I cut the video, I'm back. It is pretty much exactly a week later. I was gonna just throw some information into the description, but I wanted to follow up quickly with what I discovered about these. I've been using them on and off for the past week. I wanted to get a good feel for them, and I have a few more notes that I wanted to touch on. First and foremost, I was thinking about the use case of these, and if you travel a lot, I can see this being a huge, huge value. A lot of hotel gyms specifically, they'll have dumbbells, maybe up to 20 pounds and an elliptical, not much else. Every once in a while, you'll come across a great hotel gym. But in many cases, you're very, very limited. So if you travel with 2 of these, it would be a great addition to actually get good workouts in hotels. So if you travel a lot, I can see these being very valuable. And then the other thing is, if you do a lot of core exercises, these would be great. I've discovered that I think more than doing leg work, doing core exercises, these have a lot more value. One thing that I love doing for abs is hanging leg raises. So being able to add weight, especially if you have 2 of these, unfortunately I only have 1 for demonstration purposes. And I have low ceilings. So we're in my basement now, so I can't actually hang and have this not hit the ground. But if you were to have 2, you can do leg lifts. And I wish I was higher. So if you were in a hotel gym, for example, that actually has, full ceilings, being able to do leg lifts with weight on your legs is incredibly valuable to me. I tried leg extensions, leg curls one more time. Still didn't really love it. I think standing leg curls is your best bet, and you do actually feel it really well. You just need to make sure you stand on top of something. So if I stand and get an inch or so off the ground, then I can get full extension in my leg without hitting. And that's actually a really good exercise. I have no use for it in my home gym because I do have a machine for it, but I do really like that. Oh, hello from the ground. If you do ab work laying on the ground, there's actually a lot you can do with these as well, and I have way too much weight on here. But if you do leg lifts, wow, this is so heavy. And then Okay, so to circle back on the downside, when you want to change the weight, this is the issue. So if you want to do leg lifts, these are actually a really good option. I used to do a lot of, I think these are, I don't know what these are called. Ugh. You feel that very quickly. A lot of people do kickbacks. Oh, this is gonna be a good angle. I'll try to go far away here. You can do kickbacks, which feel pretty good. So all in all, I don't hate these by any means. I still don't think I really have much use for them, but it's because I'm spoiled and I have equipment. For anyone that travels, I think that's the best case for these. If you travel and grab 2 of these, you'll be in really good shape to get in solid workouts in a hotel gym, especially if growing your legs and doing core work is your goal, because obviously these are meant for lower body workouts. You're not doing anything upper body. I'm probably gonna cut back to the rest of the video now where I talked a little bit further. See, I'm spoiled because I have a home gym, so it's easy for me to say that I wouldn't use these. Going back to 2020, when it was impossible to find equipment, I mean, I was doing everything possible to get a workout in. I was using a broomstick with resistance bands on the ends, laying on my ottoman, and that was my bench press, and that is not a joke. So at that time, I would have been so grateful for these. So if you're someone that's in a position where you can't get equipment, whether it's the money, the space, whatever it may be, then that's a nice option to have. It's obviously a space saver. It's very tiny. I would say if you're gonna get it, definitely get 2, because having to switch back and forth would get really old really fast. I don't do a ton of accessory leg work. I mostly do compound exercises, squats, deadlifts, that kind of stuff, where it's kind of using your whole body. I do leg extensions and leg curls on the machine. I do like those. But other than that, I wouldn't really have any use for these because there aren't other exercises I do, like kickbacks or anything. I can see them being useful for certain people, and I know that these sell well, so if you're somebody that does a lot of accessory leg work, then these could be great. But for me, they're definitely a pass. I appreciate them sending this to me, and I totally appreciate the product and what they're going for. It's a really innovative and cool idea. It's just super impractical for me. Let me know if you have these, or if you've tried them and returned them because they weren't for you. Either way, if you've experienced these, let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear how you made them work, what exercises you did. I'm just curious. I love home gym equipment. I love that there are products that are just being totally innovative. There are so many cool products out there. So this fits the bill. This is unlike anything I've seen. It's really cool. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you think about them, and if there are other really unique products that you've seen that you would like a review on, let me know. I'm open to buying some cool stuff if it's worthwhile to A, have in my home gym, and B, just makes for good content. So let me know. Happy to see them, and yeah, let me know what you think about these. I almost call them happy feet. Those are slippers. The monkey feet. Monkey feet.